What's going on, everybody? Figured I'd do another video. I've got a little mustache and goatee going on. Been working 6 days straight. So sorry if I look a little scruffy. Just gonna do a video today. I remember last video I did, it was on a scrying mirror. Well, I said something about I was gonna start doing maybe videos on like occult items and stuff that I own. That you can, some of them you can make for pretty cheap price and stuff like that. Last one I did was on a scrying mirror. This one I'm gonna do, it's on a scrying bowl, which is simply a black bowl. Anybody ever watched like The Lord of the Rings? You remember that scene where Frodo goes up to the scrying bowl and I can't remember the characters. I've read the books a billion times, but she says, "Do not touch the water," something like that. Basically, the concept of a scrying bowl is you fill the bowl with water, and I have a little case there. You put the bowl on top. Here, let me change the angle, but you put the bowl on top and you put water in it. You would have like a candle and like a candle stalk or whatever higher above the water, so it's shining into the water. And it's the same concept as the scrying mirror, which my last video was about, if you haven't seen it. Same concept. It's pretty much goes back to like candle gazing and stuff. You put the candle in, you're in a dark room, water. And where I first came across this was from Nostradamus, which I've actually read this book, The Final Prophecies of Nostradamus. This is a trilogy. I've read the last one, I haven't read the other two. And I have another one in there. It's a thinner one by the same author, Erica Cheatham, which I haven't read the other one. It's a thinner volume. I planned on reading it. Every time I started it, though, I stopped reading it. But I don't know, I got into Nostradamus. By the way, this cover's pretty dope. It's got like galaxies and stuff in the background. Sorry about the lighting. Once again, I am a poor man. I plan on investing in some more lighting in this house. Which the house I live in, by the way, the electric and stuff, the electrical, like, we don't even have like a main light in the living room. There's like, everything is lamps. So my whole house is dark. But it's because my landlord, I guess, decided it was not smart or profitable to put in lights in all the rooms. So in every room there's just lamps, like there's no actual lights. This is the only light in my entire house. That's it. Everything else is you plug in your own lights. So my entire house is dark, which I don't mind, but it sucks when I'm trying to make like a professional video for you guys. I mean, I don't get a lot of views, but still, I'm trying to be professional and trying to make the best video for you guys. So eventually I'm gonna invest in like a lamp or something. Maybe I could put a lamp over here, or I don't know. I don't have a lot of money. I try to just put out the best videos for you guys. But Final Prophecies of Nostradamus by Erica Cheatham. And that's actually how I first got introduced to the scrying bowl. This bowl here I picked up from, we went to a thing, it was my fiance, she went to a school, and I think it was Jessamine County. She'll correct me, I'm sure, tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure it was Jessamine County. It's this little thing they do at the school, and anybody's invited, and it's actually pretty cool. It's called Empty Bowls. I think it was Jessamine County High School. So anybody in Kentucky that wants to attend this event, go for it, man. And it's kind of cool because, like, I took the day off from work and I went to it, and Basically, she explained it to me. It was cool. Like, I felt out of place a little bit because I'd never went to the school and stuff. But it's kind of like a reunion for people that did go to the school. They can come back, and it's open to the public. Basically, you go in and they have like the art classes and stuff for the school. They make the bowls. They sculpt the bowls, fire it, and then paint it, and it's cool. We got a couple bowls from there, but mine I picked. I actually specifically was like, hey, I want a black one for a scrying bowl. And we got a couple others. We got one with like this big Illuminati eye thing in the middle, and one with like a clover, just like my tattoo. We got one for Stella, my kid. It was Olaf from Frozen, so it was kind of cool. But I specifically got a black one for the purpose of scrying. But yeah, there's a couple pictures. Here's my little one. There's my fiance. Here, I'll change the camera angle a little bit so you can see it better in the light, but it's pretty cool. That's my little one. And then my fiance. She's the one that does the ghost videos with me and stuff, but it's a cool concept because like you buy the bowl and you get to eat for free. Let me plug the charger back in. Sorry, man, I wish I had like a studio or something so I could do stuff more professionally for y'all. And I thank you, whoever. I got 6 subscribers. I wish I had more, but I thank you guys for hanging in on me with primitive equipment and primitive lighting and all that stuff. And I'm glad you all keep watching and stuff. And if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. It'd be cool. I don't try not to waste y'all's time. But yeah, like if you're in Kentucky, and go to Jessamine County, man, and they'll feed you. You buy the bowl and you get to refill it as much as you want. I had chili. The chili was freaking excelente, But I first came across, anyways, let's get back to the point. I was just trying to do a little shout out to Empty Bowls. I first came across the scrying bowl with Nostradamus. And my dad was real big into Nostradamus. Like, my dad was, he was kind of a conspiracy theorist. He didn't get really big into it until after or during the time that, like, he left my mom. Which is cool, I went through a divorce and stuff, and me and my ex-wife, we fought and stuff because I was a conspiracy theorist, and she used to put me down and, oh, you're crazy, you're just batshit crazy, and it's like, I don't know, my fiance right now, like, I'm not saying she's a conspiracy theorist, but she listens to me, and any woman out there who's with a conspiracy theorist, somebody who thinks outside the box and doesn't just look at the newspaper or CNN News or Fox News and is like, oh, that's fact, anybody who thinks out the box, and any woman that's with a conspiracy theorist, man, just talk to them, because even if you don't believe in every single thing they say, it's the point that they're questioning. It's okay, don't put them down. But my dad, he kind of introduced me to Nostradamus at like an early age, and I actually never read any of his books, and I picked this one up from a flea market for real cheap. I think it was like $2, $3 or something like that. But this is what introduced me to the scrying bowl. It's a little passage. It says Century 1 I.II, page 42, and the final prophecies of Nostradamus. It's the actual prophecies that he did. It has it in French, it looks like, but I'm going to read the translated, and it says, The wand in the hand is placed in the middle of the legs of the tripod. He sprinkles with water both the hem of the garment and his foot. Fear a voice runs trembling through the sleeves of his robe. Divine splendor, the god sits nearby. Nostradamus here, and this is like a translation of what that little section is. Nostradamus here reveals more of his method. He touches the water on the tripod with his wand, which actually, now I have to make a video about wands now. Maybe that one will be my next video on occult items, because I do have that one too. I'll make a video on it, about wands and their symbolism and all that jazz. But he touches the water on the tripod, which would be this. This would be a tripod. It's a fancy one, but technically it's a tripod. It holds the scrying bowl with the water in it. And then moistens his robe and his feet with it. The Apollyon prophetesses used the same method at the oracles of Brancus in classical times. Nostradamus appears to be afraid of the power thus invoked. He both hears and sees the visions as they appear to him, and writes them down while still possessed, and writes them down while still possessed. But once the god, the gift, sits down beside him, he feels unafraid. The dual aspect of prophecy is rare enough to be worth noting when trying to interpret the prophecies. So, basically all his visions, this tome, and there's like 2 other tomes of Nostradamus, that was the method he used. He used a wand, would get his feet wet, and would scry in a scrying bowl. But it's pretty much like the scrying mirror. You just fill this with water, and I would suggest filling the bowl with like spring water, as natural as you can get, something less fluoridated and more natural. Maybe some water. Go hiking, go get some water from a river, use that just for your scrying bowl. I haven't used mine. Honestly, the last video, man, the scrying mirror freaks me out more than the scrying bowl. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel more comfortable sitting in the room with the scrying bowl than I would the scrying mirror. I don't know why, it's weird, but that's just who I am. Like, but yeah, just get a black bowl. You can make one. I mean, make one and fire it up, or buy a black bowl. It's not too hard. Try to stay as natural as could be, but that's it. I might do a book review on this someday. This is hard reading. I barely got through this book, and that's only some of his prophecies. Hope everybody has a good day. Tomorrow's Father's Day, so whoever's a father, I'll do a shout out. DJ, happy Father's Day. Joseph, he knows who he is. Happy Father's Day. Anybody who else is subscribed to me, or if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Happy Father's Day. Peace out.